Alright, I'm going to teach you how to make pancakes. First, you need a bowl, like a medium large, more large, and then a spoon, 2 eggs, baking powder, sugar, flour, salt, and measuring cups and teaspoons. Okay, so first you're going to take 3/4 of a cup of flour. Okay, so I'm going to take the flour. Okay, so I'm going to take this measuring cup. Okay, and I'm going to take. Okay, so I took what is 1 cup. See, it says 1 cup here. Okay, and now I'm going to put it in the bowl. Okay, so it's 1 3/4 of a cup. Okay, so I have another measuring cup. Okay, and it says 3/4. Okay, so I'm gonna take and I'm gonna measure it around where I think is 3/4. Okay, so obviously you probably have a better measuring cup than me, so you probably have a 3/4 cup. Okay, so I see that's the line where it says so 1 3/4. Okay, so I'm gonna pour it in. Okay. Now it's 3 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder. Okay, so I'm gonna find. Okay, so I found my teaspoon and I'm gonna take some baking powder. Oops. Okay, so I took 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons. Okay, now I'm gonna take a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so I found a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour my 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so now I'm gonna take 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of salt. Now for 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2. A little more. Okay, 2. You're supposed to mix all the dry ingredients. Okay, so that's all the dry ingredients. Okay, so mix it. It doesn't have to be perfect, just that all the dry ingredients are mixed together. Doesn't have to be so well. Okay, so now I kind of think that it's mixed well, okay? So now you're gonna need 1 1/2 cup of oat milk, or you could use any milk you want. I'm choosing oat milk. You could use soy milk or regular milk. I'm just gonna use soy. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my measuring cup, and first you have to mix it. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour about where I think, where it says 1 cup. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour it in. You do not need to make a well, by the way, for the eggs. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a 1/2 cup. Okay, so I took a 1/2 cup, and now I'm gonna pour it in. Okay, now for the 2 eggs. So I'm gonna crack my egg. Now for my 2nd egg. Okay, so now I poured them both in and I'm gonna mix it till lumps. So we're gonna mix it. Try to crack the eggs first. Okay, so I'm gonna mix it. If you want, you could have, or you could, if you didn't do this part yet, you could, before putting the eggs in, you could mix it inside, so it's gonna be easier. Okay. So now I mixed it till where I think is lumps. It looks lumpy. Okay, so I'm going to cover it for tomorrow, and I'm going to make them tomorrow. Okay, so I put in. Okay, so it's the next morning. We got our batter. It pretty much thickened up. You see that? So I'm going to scoop it. Okay, so I think it's due for a mix-up. If you're putting it in the fridge overnight, You might need to mix it a teeny bit more because it might get like a little thick. But if you don't have to put it in the fridge. I mean, I put it in the fridge only because I was busy, so I just had to do it this morning. And also, it is optional to put chocolate chips or peanut butter and stuff like that inside. If you want blueberries or any toppings, you could do that. But I'm not going to put anything till like the middle of the batter. So, okay, so I'm going to heat up my pan with this oil. It's a spray, so it's going to be easier. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so now I recommend you put it on low or medium low. Okay, so I put them both on medium low. Now back to the batter. Okay, so when you take the pancakes, it's gonna be easier to use a spatula. So I'm gonna use a spatula, and yeah, so let's start. First, I'm gonna scoop some. Okay, you don't need to take a measuring cup. You could take a regular cup. So I'm gonna pour some in the corner. Okay, doesn't need to be a perfect circle. By the way, it's gonna settle. See? It already settled a bit. Okay, so I put all the pancakes on, and here's a trick to see if they're ready. See those bubbles? If you see a lot of them, that means that they're ready to flip, okay? So this one's starting to get bubbles, not enough. You want it to be like a nice shade of brown, maybe like lighter turning into brown, like a blend. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so if you see that they're not cooking so fast, maybe it's because you didn't put it so high, so I might have not put it high enough. So this might have happened before to you, if you ever did this. So I'm just gonna put a teeny bit higher. Okay, so now I see some more bubbles. I think that, let's check it. No, it's not ready to flip. See, you need like enough bubbles for it to be. Yeah, it's not ready. That one's like a perfect circle. Okay, so I think that they're starting to become good. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spatula. This one looks like it's ready to flip. Let's see, is it ready? Maybe it needs a little bit more, actually. Let's see this one. Nope, definitely not ready. See someone on the spatula. So I see again it's not cooking enough. I don't really remember how long it was before, but I remember putting it on medium low. This time it's not really so working, so I'm just gonna put it on medium. Oh, now that's better. See, it's starting to get way more bubbles. Oops. That one's good. This one's also good. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh. Okay, so after this, the bottom cooks, I might flip it back because it doesn't look so cooked. But if you do it, yours should look like this, or like a light turning into brown. Like that is really good. Okay, so this one looks like it's ready to flip.
Why you always in the mood? I'm acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? I'm acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Yeah.
Good.
还好我终于见到你，跨过了时间，终于再次见到你。可以什么都不做，就只是抱着你，牵着我的手，把一起飞到月亮去。你一直都是人群中闪耀的女孩，是我有些时间见过最漂亮的女孩，一直在艰辛等待着你回来，在下个转角和你。